Welcome, deers and dinos.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Giacinto. I teach English and math. If you're in my homeroom, you'll be a bird.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Edge and I teach Spanish. If you are in my homeroom, you will be a duck.
So for our daily activities, e-learning is Monday through Friday each week. Every other Friday is an independent work day for students with no live teaching. And more info is going to come, and there are no late starts at this time.
So our daily lessons are made up of 3 different components. We have our large group or whole class lessons. These are live meetings on Google Meets. They include things like our morning meeting calendar, then math, English, and Spanish. We also have small group each day, which will also be live meetings. These will be for math, English, and Spanish as well. These are shorter meetings than the large group, and they have 4 to 6 students instead of the whole class. Each day, your child will also do independent work. You can find your work for each day in the folders from Supply Pickup, and we'll go over that a little bit more in this presentation as well.
We're going to go over the sample student meeting schedule, so yours will look somewhat like this. First, you have to take your QR code, that's called your Clever Badge, and you need to sign into your computer, and then make sure that you are hooked up to your Wi-Fi. Then if you click the rainbow circle for Chrome, and then on the upper left-hand corner, there will be a spot that says Woodstock 200.org bookmarks. If you click on that, you go down to Google Meet. Once you click on Google Meet, the screen will pop up like you see on here, and it will tell you what times all your meetings are for the day and what each one is.
We do have a few expectations for computer use. We're excited that the kindergartners get Chromebooks this year, but we do want to make sure that they are taken care of. So please make sure that your Chromebook is charged and ready to go each morning by 8 a.m. We recommend that you don't leave it plugged in all day, but rather that you charge it fully and then unplug it to save the battery life. We will be using Google Meets for live instruction. Again, you'll see those meetings on your schedule each day. If you're in the meeting and you get kicked out due to your internet or some Google problem, please just try to come back in quietly. While you're in your meetings, we do ask that the kids keep their cameras on so we can see them. We can see them working and participating, but we would like the microphones muted. It just helps minimize the background noise with everybody's cameras and microphones on. It just gets kind of noisy. We will practice unmuting and muting so the kids can learn to do it independently because we do want to give them lots of chances to share their thoughts and ideas. There may be times that we ask you to unmute and participate in whole group or small group activities, so please just listen for that cue. We do ask that you keep your login card in a safe place. That's that Clever Badge or QR code that Mrs. G was talking about. That's how your child will get into the computer each day, so please have it safe and ready to go. And lastly, please take care of your Chromebook. We ask that the kids avoid eating or drinking near the computer just so we can avoid spills.
Just like our normal school day, we will take attendance every day. So please call the attendance line if your child will be absent from e-learning that day for any reason. And it's up on this page. It's 815-337-8616.
Now we'd like to go over some of the materials from your learning kit. These were the items that you picked up from school last Friday with some folders, a bin of materials, and then of course your Chromebook. If you didn't get a chance to pick those up, please call the school about picking them up this week because they are really important for your child to get started with e-learning right away. We ask that you keep the learning kit materials together because we may be referring to them throughout our activities. We want to be sure the items are ready to go. So each child has a folder. We'll refer to it as the literacy folder. On the front, it says your child's name and then the word literacy. And it's a colored folder. It's any color that's not red. So this is your non-red folder. Inside of it, you will find an independent work calendar. So it's a calendar. It has the dates across the top, and then it has the subjects across the side. The SEL is social emotional learning, just to help you understand what that means. But each subject is there across the left side of the page, and then under each day, it shows you what the activities are for that day. So most of the materials in here are stapled to that front calendar. For example, the alphabet song is stapled right in that packet. The letter A poem and a copy of Hola Hola are stapled right there in that packet for you. There are some other materials for these activities like the Phonics for All chant and your name writing practice, and those can be found in your red folder. So Mrs. G is going to explain some of those things to you.
All right, so in your red folder, if you look at the sticker with your name on it, it says SEL folder and math folder. So that's where you're going to find your SEL lessons. Those are going to be on the green papers over here. So that's your SEL means social emotional lessons. The blue paper is fine motor activities, so to help strengthen their hands. The green number cards are for you to cut out, and you can practice your numbers from 1 to 10 with number identification. Then you'll see the math worksheets from the Go Math workbook pages. So you'll see inside the blue folder, it'll tell you that you have Go Math homework, and then you'll go into this red folder and you'll find it in there. And then come September, we'll start Problem of the Day, and you'll find a Problem of the Day packet in there as well. In your red folder, you will also find our Phonics for All chants. So you'll see one with English, and then there's one for Spanish. So the one for English is the one that's going to start with the letter M. The one with Spanish is going to start with O. There's also in your packet a name writing sheet, and this would be perfect to put in your red folder and keep it there. It's in a page protector, and we want you to leave it in the page protector so you can use it over and over again. So you'll take your dry erase marker, like this little girl has here, and you're going to trace your name with it every time.
So we know that we have a lot of different meetings and a lot of expectations throughout the day for independent work. We want you to know that when you are doing independent work, we are typically working with another small group of students. And so when you're working on independent work, we may not be available to answer your question because we're probably teaching another small group of students at the time. So the best time to contact us is during our office hours. So every day we will have an optional Google Meet for families that have questions or need help. We're going to start off with both of us in the same meeting so that hopefully we can answer questions about both subjects and be able to help each other. So if you have a question in English about Spanish or a question in Spanish about English, we can help you there. Our office hours will be from 2 o'clock until 2:30 each day. You can come in and go at any time. You don't have to be there right at 2 o'clock if you have a question. But please know that this time is open to everybody. So if you have a more private question or if you need to meet at another time, please let us know and we'd be happy to make a private appointment with you. Again, this is completely optional. If you don't have any questions or you don't need anything, there's no reason, to check in with us. This meeting will not appear on your child's schedule. It's just an opportunity for us to be available in case you have questions or need some direction.
Thank you so much for listening to us. If you have any questions anytime, and you feel free to send us a Dojo message or an email. We do so much through Dojo. So if it's a question that you don't think you need to go on to office hours, but you would like a quick answer for, feel free to send us a Dojo message, and as soon as we're available, we'll answer you about it. If you need to contact any other staff member, you'll also see in Dojo messages in that area, you'll see a large amount of our staff. So if you need to contact Mr. Roush for music, he'll be on there, or Dr. Bogut, or any of those other people, or Nurse Nancy. You can go to one of those and send them a private message that way.
Our email addresses are on here. If you have any questions, as Mrs. G said, you can send them to us at any time. You don't have to wait till that office hour. That's just more for that live in-person help. But if you need anything, we're here to help. We're excited for a great year. Thank you.
Thank you.